Good morning, outside of Mara. I just woke up. Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made yesterday. I made 3 videos yesterday. You guys enjoyed my show. Yeah. You just woke up, Ivan? Yeah, I did. It's 10 o'clock. Just woke up. I'm home alone. The folks are at church. Make this video and I'm gonna get my smokes in the store. Enjoy showing you guys. Yeah. Yeah, Ivan, you're like George Lucas. You can't stand Hollywood. Yes, I can't stand Hollywood, honestly. I don't want to be in Hollywood. Yeah. I don't want the executives touching my story and duping me, honestly. You saw it, Ivan. The hollow companies now own your Xanus brand. They're gonna own your Xanus brand. And they control your Xanus brand, and they're gonna take all the money and give you the peanuts. And the Gates will tell them, yeah, don't pay Ivan and VJ big contracts. Don't pay them $30, $40, $50 million. No, pay them like $2-3 million for every movie, and like don't give them royalties. They're gonna tell them that. That would keep them at like $60 million net worth after like 40 years. Well, we make our tens of trillions every year, but we're gonna also take all the billions. They're gonna do me, man. That's why I came with the keys. They're gonna do me. The billions go to me. They don't go to the Gates. That's why I came with the keys. Yeah. Yeah, why are you willing to die for your wife, VJ? No, but I have no choice to make that choice. Otherwise, you guys are gonna win the game, man. You're gonna destroy my life. I don't want to share with Victoria Justice, man. I don't want to share with the guards of Justice. You're gonna destroy my life. Same time, I'm not gonna have the Gates dupe me and take all my money, man. No way, man. I'm not gonna let those guys win. The money off the Zane's book is mine. They're not touching us. My money, man. I'm not gonna let those guys take my money when they make all those tens of trillions every year, man. No way. The billions off the book is my money. These how's my doing every book, by the way? I made $20 million. You made $20 million every book. Yeah, she's like, holy shit, I didn't want a lot of that money, I know. DJ shocked, obviously. Why you won the lottery, $20 billion? I'm like, yeah, she's like, holy shit, you live life that way? I don't know. You gonna share that with me? I'm like, yeah, I will be your last mission on YouTube show. So. That's why VJ cries out because she knows she got duped, obviously. That's why she cries, obviously. Duh. She got duped. Yeah, I got duped. I want you to get me the fuck out of here. I got duped, I mean, Yeah. Did you touch your savings paycheck? No, I didn't. I'm disciplined now. I had a New Year's resolution: save my money and also lose the weight. That's my two New Year's resolutions for 2026. And this year I'm gonna be serious. I want to save my money. I want to save $5,000 by the end of the year. Sometime 2027 I'll get approved for that next year. We'll see. We're almost going into 2030, guys. Oh, I mean, that's crazy. I know. Going into 2030. I still remember 2000 like yesterday. When it was the year 2000, I remember that, man. Yeah. 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 Yeah, we know you VJ gonna have your channel. Yeah, I'm not living the life of the VJ, traveling there every day. I'm a fucking famous movie star with VJ. Like, come on. I'm a movie star with him, man. Badass movie star, yeah. I'm now a movie star, guys. Forget about this channel, yeah. I'm not gonna have you guys win and do like that, no way. Pray and hope what you want. I'm not gonna have you guys win the game. Me and VJ make bills around have a channel. You guys win. You're saved and you got your full cake, obviously. Complete full cake. Yeah, we don't talk about IVs in public. We act like they watch themselves. We make fun of them as we made them pay. And Ivan's also not getting paid for this. Like, we duped Ivan. Yeah, you guys are gonna dupe me. I'm not gonna have you guys dupe me. No way. No stupid guys. I'm into it, not you. You want to keep me behind the scenes when I'm king. I'm kept behind the scenes and you get what you deserve. It's your fault. You have seen me in the public eye, but you chose to do this to me. Now I'm kept behind the scenes when I'm king. You get what you deserve. Yeah, we get what we deserve. Yeah, you do. You get what you deserve. You want to keep Ivan, Omer, and Reggie behind the scenes. We're kept behind the scenes when king, queen. And you're left behind. You're not saved. You go. I'm sorry. Amen. Ivan, when you have a walk of fame in your property, maybe, yeah. All the major stars in my movies, they get. I put like a star walk of fame in my property, like the Xanus stars, because they're legends. I might have a walk of fame in my property, maybe perhaps like Hollywood. All the actors who have to be my movie, the major characters, not the minor characters, they get a walk of fame star in my property. I might do that to make it cool, right? Yeah, because the Xanus stars are going to be legends after they do Xanus. That's why they deserve a walk of fame on my property. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I might do that, right? Yeah, yeah. So after Xanus stars are going to be legends. Oh yeah, they're going to be legends, man. They fought devils. The most favorite beings in history. I heard my alarm system talking. What the fuck? Yeah. That's why the Zeta Stars will be successful in Hollywood. Oh yeah. Like I opened doors for them. They're gonna. Some of them are gonna skyrocket and become huge in Hollywood. I don't know who will. Maybe I just Albright Hood's retiring. I don't know about him, but John Mayega, perhaps Yvonne Joe J, Andy Serkis, their career might skyrocket. And some other actor, Ariana Grande, yeah, she might become a huge A-list actor after say this. Because they're legends, man. They fought the Devils and they were part of that earthly journey with me. I opened more doors in Hollywood. I told you, even though they're more successful in Hollywood, there's still some tension. And I can easily pay them more, obviously, those Hollywood actors for saying this. John Mayega knows I can sign him to a $35 million deal for The Great Escape in his combined earnings. He's not going to make $30 million now. It's going to take him a while to make that. He'll be lucky to get a $7 million contract in Hollywood, John, after saying this. $8 million, maybe. Honestly. Yeah. And for him to get royalties, he has to build his name. He might get $8 million, and if his movie is a hit, and he can sell his movies better now Hollywood will now start giving him back end points, like $5-10 million of the back end points. But even then, I can still pay him more. He knows I can pay him more. Yeah, I mean, you can easily pay me more. Hollywood threw me like a $7 million contract for a movie, but like you can easily pay me more. I mean, he knows that, John. $35 million for The Great Escape with his combined earnings. That's why John Mayega will beg. Ivan, I'm not kidding around. I don't want to go back. I want to work for you. Yeah, John might tell me that. I want to work for you, Ivan. Idris Elba too. Because I heard Idris Elba's retiring from acting, but I know he'll come out of retirement to work for me. Yeah, Ivan, as long as I'm in your movie, I'll come out of retirement to work for you, but I don't want to work in Hollywood, Ivan. Idris Elba will tell me that, man. I'm done with Hollywood. I don't want to go back, Ivan. I want to work for you. So you can easily pay me more. Like, yeah. Obviously. Yeah. Idris Elba knows I can pay him like $14.5 million for The Great Escape. I can give him like 24-25 million in royalties. Yeah, that's already like about a 40 million deal, 39-40 million deal. And with his speaking money and his game money, he signed like about a 50 million deal, 49-50 million deal. I just saw him. Yeah, you know, yeah, I mean, he needs to pay me more. I want to work for you. I don't want to work in Hollywood. Yeah, he needs to pay a job more. What it makes in Hollywood. That's why they're all going to beg. Ivan, man, please, man. I don't want to go back. I want to work for you. I'm like, no, guys. You're not good, okay, for the movie, for The Great Escape of Keanu Reeves. I'm saying that, so sorry. All right. Will Keanu Reeves have more fun working on your movie than The Matrix? Oh, yeah, of course he will. Yeah, duh. He's world famous with me now, man. Even though Keanu Reeves had a blast in The Matrix, the fame he had for The Matrix is not the kind of fame he's having for The Great Escape. The whole world is now tuning into Keanu Reeves' social media. If he has social media, I don't think Keanu Reeves has social media, but we're tuning into his social media. Wherever he goes now, he's trending. Obviously, fans take reels and pictures of him and Ben Affleck and Scarlett Johansson's trending on X. Interviewing him, oh my God, Keanu Reeves, you're casted for the movie. You know what I'm saying? They interview him. He's like, yeah, I'm casted for the movie. They're interviewing him behind the scenes. It's crazy, man. He's trending with me and PJ, obviously. Yeah, he's a part of that whole family, and I paid him a lot of money too. But The Matrix, he made more money because he got paid $200 million his American money. Whereas Keanu Reeves, even though he signed about the same deal for The Great Escape that he did for The Matrix, he signed that in Canadian money, so he's making a bit less than what he made for The Matrix. But he's still having much more of a blast working on my movie than The Matrix, honestly. Because he's experiencing now world fame with me, man, in VJ. He didn't get that fame for The Matrix. He'll tell me, yeah, I mean, I had a blast working on The Matrix, but I had much more fun working on Your Great Escape. Are you fucking kidding me, man? I'm in the fucking movie with you. I'm the main event with you. Yeah, he's the main event with me and VJ. Keanu Reeves. See. You even told me, yeah, Ivan, I had a blast working on the Matrix, but Hollywood's not your company, Ivan. I had much more fun. I having much more fun working on your Great Escape. Tell me that, obviously, Keanu Reeves. Yeah. And don't forget, in Hollywood, he was a dirty slave. Whereas in my company, he gets his freedom. He doesn't do anything. Yeah. So, Sarah. But he's older now. Yeah, Keanu Reeves will be in his 70s when he films The Great Escape. Really, you guys will see him. Yeah, Keanu Reeves is getting up there in age. He's older now. He's old now. Yeah, he's older now. The work is a bit tougher on his body. That's why I'll have my nutritionist give him a good diet plan. Yeah, give him a good diet plan for his eating, like his chicken and a salad, and have a good training program for him when he works out. And Keanu Reeves will be training with me, BJ, obviously for the movie. That athlete helps, guys. Fighting, training, a couple months of training, right? Yeah. Will he do his own stunts? It's up to him. But chances are he'll tell me, I want to do my own stunts. Yeah, but Keanu, some stunts are dangerous. No, I want to do my own stunts. Yeah, I want to do my own stunts too for the movie, but I mean, it's up to him, right? He either have a stuntman jump in or he can do his own stunts for the movie. It's up to him, honestly. I don't know. Yeah. Samsara. So John Mega and Edge Alba will beg and Alon Jolie, yeah, they will, man. They're all gonna beg, man. Age can tell them to beg. Yeah, Ivy can easily pay you more while Hog can pay you, man. Beg your ass off for him to resign you. And they all beg, man. Hollywood actors. Yeah, for Xanus, they beg, man. They know I can pay them more. Avon George, I think he signed a 22, 23 million deal for the Great Escape. John Mayhew like a 35 million deal with his combined earnings. That's a lot of money, man. They're not going to make that money in Hollywood for a while, man. It's going to take them a while for them to make that money. They have to build their brand name in Hollywood, right? To make that kind of money. Yeah. So the Zeta stars just want a career for Sky Source. Yes, they're all going to tell me, yeah, I mean, I just want to work for you until I grow old and pass away. I don't want to go back to Hollywood. They're going to tell me that. Like, you got me out. I don't want to go back on it. Yeah, I got them out, man. They don't want to go back. Their agents are going to tell them, yeah, I can easily pay way more money. Beg. His company blows all the water. You're not going to make this kind of money in Hollywood, guys, for a while. Yeah, it's going to take a while for John Mayhew to negotiate for a 28 million deal in Hollywood. He has to build his name, man, and get bigger as an actor to make that money. Avon Joji too, all the actors, Andy Serkis, all those guys. It's going to take them. Andy Serkis probably pulls in about 5-6 million in Hollywood on average. It's going to take him a while to make the money that he made for Xanus. He has to build his name as an A-list actor, right? Andy Serkis is a smaller A-list actor. He's not a big one. He's a small one. He's worth about like $20 million around there. Yeah. 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 When will the world know your science guys with David? When you see me training with George. When you see me VJ training with George Lucas, that's when you guys will know, holy shit, Ivan's actually starting Skies with Damn, he's starting his own wholesale, where I travel with George. Yeah, you'll see me training with George Lucas, me and VJ. And that's the cue. Yeah, Ivan starting Scottish Entertainment with George. Yeah. And you guys will get a glimpse of my Sue lot when I film part two. Part one is Playing Scars with George. Part two is the reaction video of my house, a tour of my $1 billion house. You guys will see the tour of my $1 billion house at my studio lot. Obviously. He's like, oh my god, this is my dream, I know. We own all this, Ivan? Yeah, BJ, this studio lot is ours. We own it all, man. We built a beautiful facility for our film studio, Skies Entertainment. Will you have a gate in your studio lot? Maybe. You could put a gate in the front of the studio lot, or we don't have to have a gate, right? Probably no, I'm not gonna have a gate. We're looking at a beautiful studio lot, Grand Turismo studio lot. Man, something nice. Something beautiful. Something nice, man. Yeah, man. Even the Zayans, when they walk in, they're like, holy shit, this is your studio lot? I'm like, yeah, holy shit, man, that's fucking beautiful. Yeah. Obviously. They're all shocked, obviously. And Ivan's probably blows out why, man. This is nicer than Disney's studio lot. Like, John Maega knows how nice Disney's studio lot is as he worked on Star Wars. He's like, yeah, Ivan, your studio lot's nicer than Disney's studio lot, Ivan. Yeah, I know, John, it's nicer than Disney's studio lot. Yeah. Emma. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go take my vitamins. Be back in a sec. Don't leave, son. Yeah. Yeah. Ivan, 350 is enough. Yeah, $350 million is enough towards the Sula. That's enough money for me to build up my building. That's more than enough money, obviously, to build up my buildings. Looking at beautiful office buildings and nice facilities for my company. Something nice, man. Something beautiful. You're looking at something beautiful, man. Do you really think Peter Jackson will tell you that it might be better than Lord of the Rings? Yeah, he might. Yeah, this is going to be better than my Lord of the Rings trilogy. Yeah, people talking about it, looking at the masterpiece. I know. Mel too will talk about that. This is better than my Passion of Christ. I know. Masterpiece. Yeah. God, how do you do that? That's a masterpiece. I know. It's my father, guys, through the magic. That's the only answer I can give you, right? Yeah, your story's sick. I know it's a sick book. I know. That's why the gates want to control. They know I wrote a masterpiece. That money's mine. Here we go. It's my money, not yours. That's when you get that money, you're gonna cry. Yeah, because I don't know what it's like to be rich, man. I've been poor for, I don't know, like 40 years. Because the gates locked the doors on me, and now I'm fucking rich, man. I made 20 billion off my book. And I cry, I break down in tears when I get that money, because I know I went through hell just to make this money. Just to make this money. I know I got out, I escaped, man. I made all these billions, and I got out of the gatekeeper system that they own around the world. And I got Vija out too. That's why Vija appreciate me so much. Because I got her out too, obviously. Yeah, and you made the billions off the book, and you got me out, and I have my freedom with you, and I have the financial control. Yeah, Vija has control, You now control the money for a movie, for merch, for a game, for an album. You control it all. Vija's not under any gatekeeper anymore. I got her out. That's why she appreciated me so much for what I did for her, right? Yeah. Yeah. What we're saying is movie be like? It'll be like something like Lord of the Rings, right? You'll get some Lord of the Rings vibes as well as like the Chosen, Passion of the Christ vibes with the woman and Jesus, but the world it looks different. It's like Lord of the Rings, but it's a different. The world looks different, obviously. The Lord of the Rings is probably the best example for saying that. You also get a bit of that the Passion of the Christ vibe too with the woman. You get those vibes. People tell me, yeah, I mean your Xanus movie will be like my Lord of the Rings, a bit like Passion of the Christ, like Jesus. You get that vibe with the woman and when Taki's so in the dungeon, he's on trial. Yeah, you're looking at a basic movie. You're looking at a masterpiece. I know, Peter. This is better than Rings. I know, Peter. Can I get a nice $1 billion out of that? I'm like, no, Peter. You get 850. That's enough. Stop being greedy. I'm sorry. Can I get a nice like $500 out of? I'm like, no, Mel. 370 million is enough for you. Stop being greedy, Mel. I'm paying you enough. Greedy pig, yeah. Greedy, those guys. Be careful, those guys, Ivan. They're greedy pigs. Yeah. 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 Ivan, the 3 million budget will get drained. Oh yeah. People would tell me, yeah, Ivan. Once you, your budget's huge, Ivan. But once we film the movie and post production begins, Ivan, the whole thing will get drained. We'll tell you that. Yeah, Ivan. The post production team are gonna burn that $600 million. They're gonna, yeah. I'm gonna tell them, yeah, drain the whole thing on the movie. Yeah, Ivan. Like with this kind of technology, look at something better than James Cameron's Avatar right now. The whole thing will get burned, man. Yeah, put the bulk of this towards world building, the horde, the demon wolves and bats, and the crows and all those guys, and the battle sequence. Okay, Ivan, they burn the $600. They burn it all for every volume. Volume one, they burn it. Volume two, volume three, they burn the whole thing. I might have, if I have like 150 million left over in the budget, $200 million left over in the budget, I'll put more of that towards special effects, obviously. Yeah, put an extra 50 million per volume. 150 million towards volume one, and another 50 million towards volume one, 50 million towards volume two, 50 million towards volume three, an extra $50 million. The way the movie's even better. And the other 50 million I'll save the money because I have other stuff I have to pay for, obviously. The world tour and yeah. We have a little bit of money left over. Of course I will. I'll probably have maybe 30, 40 million left over in the budget after everything gets drained. And that money I'm going to use for the world tour as well as flying everyone to the Virgin Islands Resort for the Red Card event. That's all part of it, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Here's I, man. With this budget, man, you're looking at something unheard of, man. Like, yeah. Here's I, even your armor and weapons will be updated. With this budget, we can build updated armor and weapons for the movie, Ivan. Better than even my Lord of the Rings. I know, Peter. Because I'm putting $250 million towards all that, I can build updated masks better than even that Delby and Annabelle. That way they look more scary, the demonic beings. Updated armor and weapons. Here's a guy, we can update the armor and the weapons and the clothing, Ivan, with this money. And the whole $250 budget will get drained too, because I'm pouring it all towards all that, right? And I'm putting a good maybe 80 million towards set building around there. Like, Peter, can I build nice sets with $80 million? Like, yeah, I mean, we can build unheard of sets with this kind of money, like 1.5 acre cities with this money. Updated sets too, yeah, better than my Lord of the Rings, yeah. Because we only had like a $12 million budget towards set building for Lord of the Rings, Ivan. We only put like $40 million towards visual effects, $35 million towards visual effects, Ivan, per movie, and the movie was amazing, Ivan. Yeah, people tell me, Ivan, $50 million towards visual effects is already amazing enough for a movie, and you're putting $600 million. I'm like, yeah, he's like, holy shit, this is a revolutionization of technology, Ivan. This is gonna change cinema, Ivan. I know, Peter. It's a revolution of technology. It blows James Cameron's Avatar out of the water. My movie, right? That's why James Cameron will be envious of Peter O'Malley. Peter, man, you're fucking lucky, man. I even gave you that budget. You know what I'm saying? Peter's like, yeah, holy shit. I wish I could work for Ivan, man. Ivan paid you a lot of money and he gave you an unlimited budget, man. I wish I had that kind of money for my Avatar movies. James Cameron only gets about probably $350 million for his Avatar movies. He peaks at $400 million, $350 million for his Avatar movies, James Cameron. I'm making my movie for $1 billion each. Yeah. Some Sarah. Yeah. Ivan, seriously, man, who will you choose, though, Peter or Mel? I'm not gonna lie, even though I talk about Peter a lot, something tells me I'm gonna go for Mel Gibson and Randy Wallace over Peter and Fran and Guillermo del Toro. Something tells me Mel Gibson's gonna make the better movie, man. So I gotta feel like I have. I might choose Mel, man. But I might choose Peter too. It just depends, obviously. Yeah. Some Sarah. I might choose Peter too, but yeah. Something tells me Mel Gibson and Ryan Wallace are gonna make the better movie, man. They're gonna, we're gonna bring the Bible to life, huh? For your movie, yeah, they're gonna bring our movie to life, like the Bible, greatest story ever told, man. Read my book. I was supposed to read. Yeah. Yeah. Will you have Randy Wallace help you with the screenplay? Yes, he'll help me. He'll help me and Mel Gibson with the screenplay. So 3 co-writers if I choose Mel. And Mel Gibson will tell me, yeah, I've been bringing on Randy Wallace. He's a good friend of mine. I knew him for a long time. We did Braveheart together. We were soldiers together, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we did Passionate Rise together. Bring Randy Wallace on board. Yeah, Randy Wallace can help me with the screenplay with Mel. And he'll be my assistant producer helping my 17 with the business calls. But I don't know who's the best assistant director to assist Mel. You have to ask Mel Gibson now. Who's the best assistant director in Hollywood to help you? And Mel Gibson will let me know. I know for Peter, he will most likely choose Guillermo del Toro. Yeah, Guillermo del Toro Ivan is the best guy to assist me. He worked with me on The Hobbit. Yeah, I think Guillermo del Toro is the best guy to assist Peter if I choose Peter. Obviously. But Mel Gibson, I don't know who's the best assistant director to assist him, obviously, for the movie. I don't know. Some Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. I get paid tomorrow. My direct deposit from the government. I get about like $50 because they're taking a portion of my money to pay off the debt that I owe to revenue in Quebec. I only have like $38 left to pay off. And I paid off my debt, obviously. Yeah. And I get another check too, another government check. I don't know, like 3-4 days from now, I get my check, obviously. Yeah. And I work Wednesday at Dinties. Yeah. Yeah. Well, some of the Lord Rings Hobby crewmen get cocky and want more money. Yeah, they will. There's some of the guys who might get cocky. They might want like 200K. I'm like, no, guys. If I pay you guys all 200K, you're gonna drain my budget. Why? You can put more money into the movie. I'm like, no, guys. I put $3 million of my own money into the movie. I'm not putting any more money into the movie. No, I have a $410 million budget towards salaries. This is enough. Yeah, people tell me, yeah, Ivan, like the 150K is enough, Ivan, for the crewman, Ivan. Like they don't make that in Hollywood, Ivan. You're gonna drain your budget. You pay them more money. I know, Peter. People tell me, yeah, Ivan, I know you worry because like you know what I'm saying the Hollywood actors and me and you and VJ are making a lot of money. They might not work as hard. They might have There might be resentment. Also, don't worry about Ivan. In Hollywood, they make nothing. They make like 30K in Hollywood, Ivan. This is good enough, Ivan. I know, Peter. You just buy my movie. Ivan, they can Peter Fowler's that money. I know, Peter. Buy my movie. I'm saying, yeah, Peter is. Yeah. Yeah. That's why Lori's hard recruitment are going to work harder for me, because I paid them a good salary. Make 50K one year and you make 100K the other year. Yeah, 50K is a good salary for a crewman, and 100K is a nice, rich salary for a Hollywood crewman. That money can last them for at least like 2-3 years. It's a nice paycheck, man. Hollywood, they make like 30K in Hollywood for the movie projects. They make peanuts in Hollywood. Because Hollywood can't afford to pay that money, right? Yeah. So what's your salary budget, Ivan? For Xanus, it's $410 million, or maybe 440, depending if I choose Russell Crowe or Timothy Chalamet. I don't know. If I end up choosing Russell Crowe, I have to put a bit more money into the budget to pay him his salary, obviously. His 18 million, his 9 million bonus. I have to pay him Russell Crowe's salary for Meredith, obviously, if I choose Russell Crowe. If I don't choose Russell Crowe, it'll be 410. Obviously. Some Sarah. Yeah. But the 410 salary will get drained. The whole thing will get drained. Once I pay all that, all the 1,500 crewmen and all the Hollywood actors, I'll have maybe 25 million left over in the budget. But that will get drained too because I have to pay Peter his 10 million bonus or Mel Gibson his 6 million bonus. Yeah, the whole thing will get drained. Ivan, so what's your strategy with the leftover money? All the leftover money that's left over in the budget, I'm gonna put more of it towards visual effects. Once production's done, just put more of it towards visual effects. So if I have 200 million left over in the budget, I can put a good another one like 70 million towards visual effects, and you split it by 3 for each volume. 170 million divided by 3, I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is, obviously. It's like 56 million each, something like that, around there, right? Yeah. Sarah? The way the movie's even better. Yeah. And it doesn't hurt to save a good maybe $30 million because you have to pay for the world tour will cost me $3-4 million. Flying everyone to Switzerland for the Red Card event, flying them back home privately, a lot. The cost is millions, man. Yeah, obviously, Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get more coffee for myself. Back in a sec. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Alright, guys. Sorry for the long wait. I was just to get my coffee. I'm 34 in 14 days, guys. In 2 weeks, I'll be 34. January 18th is my birthday. Yeah. Yeah. So you think Mel will push for the demonic characters? Oh yeah, he will. Mel's into that stuff. As Passion of Christ is very dark, obviously, with the devils and the demons. Mel's like, yeah, Ivan, like your story is like bringing the Bible to life, Ivan. Yeah, Ivan, I want Aerosmith to be horrific, Ivan. The most horrific. You want it to be the most horrific movie in history? Yeah, Mel. Yeah, Ivan. If you do that, you're looking at a powerful story. You're bringing the Bible to life if you do that, Ivan. Yeah. Like the demons you see in Xanus, that's bringing the Bible to life. Like that's how horrific these demonic beings are in the Bible. But all these Bible movies that come out, they sugarcoat and water down the horror, the whipping of Jesus, the demons. They water it down, obviously, except for Passion of Christ. Passion of Christ is probably the best example of the scourging of Jesus and the demons. But the demons in Passion of Christ are not even close to being as scary as the demons in my movie. The demons in my movie are walking devils and demons, man. They're fucking scary devils, man. They're devils and demons, man. Demons in my movie. That's why I think Mel Gibson it might be the better man for the job over Peter. I might choose Peter. I don't know. Yeah, because Ronnie Wallace and Mel Gibson are Catholic Christians. That's why they're very good for Xanus. Mel Gibson told me, yeah, Ivan, your Xanus story is more powerful than even my Passion of Christ and my Resurrection of the Christ story, Ivan, that I made. Yeah, they're all gonna tell me that. This is a powerful story. It's like the Bible, bringing the Bible to life. I know. Not a Bible story. It's a fantasy story, but like, it's like bringing the Bible to life in a fantasy world. My book, right? Yeah, it's a masterpiece, man. Obviously, it's not a Bible story. It's its own fantasy story, like Lord of the Rings. But there's a lot of biblical symbolism when you read the book. I was supposed to serve you. Yeah. 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 Well, you tell Mel Gibson you don't want it like Passion of Christ. Yes, I will. I'm like, Mel, I don't want my world to be like Passion of Christ, right? It's not ancient Jerusalem. No, it's a fantasy world like Lord of the Rings. You can apply those vibes from Passion of Christ and Lord of the Rings in my movie, but it's a fantasy world, Mel. It's not ancient Jerusalem like your Passion of Christ. Yeah, and I know. You want it to be a fantasy world, but like you're bringing the Bible to life in a fantasy world. Yeah, Mel. More like Lord of the Rings. It's not like your Passion of Christ. No, Mel. If you do that, Ivan, you're gonna ruin your movie. Don't do that. The world will not be like ancient Jerusalem, like Passion of Christ. No, it's a fantasy world. I guess you have to let him know. Tell him that what he knows. Obviously. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Will you pull Mel Gibson aside too? Yeah. If I choose Mel in the party, I'm gonna pull him aside. Yeah, Mel. I need this. I need this movie to be a masterpiece. I want this to be better than Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I don't worry about it. We're gonna make an amazing movie together. Don't worry about Ivan. I'm gonna make an amazing movie. Mel Gibson pulls it off. He makes a masterpiece. Both Mel Gibson and Hugh Jackson will make a masterpiece. The question is which movie will be better? That's the question. One of their movies is obviously the better movie. The question is whose movie is better? Peter Jackson's or Mel Gibson's interpretation? Which one's better? I don't know. Yeah. Because Mel obviously has different ideas for my movie than Peter. When they take their notes, they have different ideas, obviously. So which movie will be better? It'll be pretty similar, the movie, because I'm co-writing it with them, with Mel or Peter, whoever I choose. But the notes are going to be different, obviously. They're going to be taking different notes. So which movie interpretation is better? It's a tough one. You have to test your creativity, Ivan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, this man, what's your heart telling you? Mel Gibson. Yeah, man. Something tells me Mel Gibson's gonna make the better movie than Peter. It's just a good feeling I have, honestly. I guarantee you, VJ would tell me, yeah, Ivan, go for Mel. Somebody tells me he's gonna make the better movie, Ivan. He's a Christian, he's a Catholic, he did Passion of the Christ, he's gonna make the better movie, Ivan. And some other people might tell me, Ivan, you're crazy, man. Peter is a fast guy. He did Lord of the Rings, choose Peter. That's why it's tough. I have to test their creativity. I don't know who I'm gonna choose, right? Yeah. 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 How long will it take for you to make your decision, Ivan? Well, I'm gonna fly in Mel Gibson and Peter Jackson to my office. And I'm gonna ask them a series of questions. This will be in the documentary, by the way. You know what I'm saying? One of you guys will be my chosen directors. You get this music. You got a sick documentary. You know what I'm saying? And I interview them. Then after I interview them, I'm gonna take them out to dinner. Obviously, give them a good time, and I'll party it up at my house. Obviously, and a good week later, I will make my decision. I have to talk with VJ and George. You know what I'm saying? And in a good 7 days, me and VJ will make our decision who we want to choose. Either Mel Gibson or Peter Jackson. We make our choice. I don't know who I'm going to choose. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Obviously, it might be Peter Jackson because most people tell me, "Oh, Ivan, you're crazy, man. Go for Peter. Peter did Lord of the Rings." That's the thing, though. Peter is a fantasy guy. He did Lord of the Rings. That's why he's probably the better man for the job. But somebody tells you Mel Gibson with his biblical themes and symbolism is going to make the better movie. But I mean, you have to test their creativity, obviously. Yeah. And one of their agents will get the good news. The other agent will get the bad news, obviously. If I choose Peter, Mel Gibson will be bummed out. Man, I wish, fuck, man, I wanted to direct that movie. If I choose Mel, Peter Jackson will be bummed out. Man, I missed out on that $1.6 billion contract and getting to direct that fucking masterpiece, Last of Xanus. I know. Both directors will be bummed out, whoever is not chosen, right? Yeah, I want to be Ivan Star director and experience that glory and fame with them. Yeah, man. Every director's dream. Yeah. Yeah. That's why those things are lucky, and Zanus is a masterpiece, man. They're gonna be legends. That's why the Gates going to enjoy Brown. They know you wrote a masterpiece, man. Your book's amazing. It's a masterpiece. That's why the Gates want to control it because they know you did it, man. This is billions for you and VJ, and they know you did it. That's why they're pissed off the gatekeepers. It's a Zane's brand, you own it, it's yours. Everything around the world they own, but the book they don't own. That book is mine. They don't own it. It's my money. Obviously, that's what Xanus will be the greatest novel ever written, and the greatest movie ever made. And Scars will blow out water. Anyways, guys, it was very guys with the show. It's Iron Man. I'm signing off. Peace. Peace out, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. Don't hate him, son.